try just look at the little crosshair for 10 seconds, and then I'm going to show you a blank slide and see what flag you see. Okay? I think you've probably guessed it already, haven't you? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I thought art was only drawing.
Everything is different. This is so different.
Blue and yellow, yeah.
Pink went red, the purple went pink, and the magenta's gone green.
Why is that?
If you feel pain, you can like put a certain color.
Yeah. Little science fiction-y. It's using light to control the brain. If you shine blue light on it, it opens. And so when you put that into a brain cell, it makes the brain cell turn on, and that part of the brain turn on. And then there's one where if you shine yellow light on it, it closes and makes, when you put it into the brain cell, it turns it off.
The colour that's reflected is the opposite colour of the one that you see through.
Well, it's kinesthetic, you know, the art happens when they experience it.
You just can't see the motion at all.
That's so cool.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, how is it? It's so cool.
Christopher, please. Yeah. Do you know this first personality? Superman. Everyone likes him, right? I do as well. I wish I had powers like him. I could fly from here to India just in fraction of a second. Right?
So the lumbar spine is made out of vertebrae. These are these bones here.
And your body, the rest of the body is here. So who is connecting brain and your body? Yes, you.
Your spine?
Very good, nice.
These discs are called the intervertebral discs, and they're between the bones. What are the bones called? The vertebrae.
And wondering before coming in here, you know, how to pitch it or at what level to pitch it, and they just absorb it all, you know. Like,
Oh, in the future, you do think that there's going to be some kind of way to repair the cells?
Like, I didn't expect that kind of response from students.
They were fantastically interesting. I thought they'd never stop asking questions.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have not interrupted, I think they will just go on for a whole day.
Yeah.
We took one barnacle, and then we took the DNA for the glue from that barnacle. And then the E. coli makes as much glue as we want. We can make an infinity of glue. We could just have one barnacle ends up with like liters of glue. So, yeah, because we've taken the DNA and we put the DNA into the bacteria, and then the bacteria are the E. coli are like.
I was really surprised actually by how engaged they were and the questions that they came up with, and like they were
so
really
specific,
and really like intelligent, like thought through questions, you know.
They make you kind of see the bigger picture as well, because you're so focused in your project. Let's say your skin, you have your brain, you have your liver, but how do they know when to stop producing more cells? Because then you'll have different problems.
So it's something that looks like a jelly, and
But this isn't actual collagen.
no. This is just a hand soap, but it's to show you how its consistency is.
Okay.
And you can pass it on if you want.
And there's
to
a lot. Is there a lot of this in the brain?
You know, sort of expansive vision, and so we've been spending a lot of time kind of playing around with vision, and it connects nicely with CÚRAM's research because they are very involved in vision as well, in you know, sort of helping people who are losing their sight through corneal transplants and all of that. So we're going to talk a little bit about vision.
Yeah, now, not everybody who works in the CÚRAM is a researcher. This guy is a graphist.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, keep the eyes fixed. But not just the eye, but how the eye works with the brain. So it is to do with the lines. So that's a pretty good tip. He said, is it to do with the lines? And it is to do with the lines. And he said to do with lines. So just something with the lines. Yeah?
Do the bottom lines move first and then the ones at the top?
That's it. That's it. Exactly. Well done.
and they're talking to each other. So it's almost like the nerves in our body, the brains are talking to the body parts. It was a good connection, I thought. Between your work, the art stuff and the science was definitely perfect.
Building the tool we want to use to answer a lot of different questions and to help other researchers in the university solve their questions. So we're building a brand new microscope that nobody in NUNG has. Actually, there's only one of them in the country, and there aren't very many of them in the world. It's called a light sheet microscope, and it's a fluorescence microscope. So if you saw that green at the back of that picture, those are the kind of images that we create. So they're like a really dark background and really bright colours on top of it.
Creature. Does anybody know what that is? A hammerhead shark, that's right. So the hammerhead shark has, the only difference between a hammerhead shark and a normal shark or a normal fish is that they've got a big distance between their eyes. The mirror would be placed here. This is when we were building it, and it was an elliptical shaped mirror, so that when you look into it, you just see the tube continuing. The final element looks a bit like this, kind of crazy thing. And the idea was that this is the city behind. You're able to look out over the city and see it in 3 dimensions. See it like it's got real depth as opposed to just flat. So the eye looking into the front sees everything to the front, and the eye looking to the back sees everything to the back.
We learn an awful lot too, and we also learn about how we might, bring things together more in the future. I quite enjoyed watching as they gradually figured it out, and they all got there in the end, but they all got there very different ways. There were some of them that worked together really quite quietly, and they're like, no, try this, try the other, and then there's some of them that are like pulling it off.
Oh my God.
We're doing here with CÚRAM, but really that'll be work that we'll be developing like scientists do over the next 5 years, really. So we can't really just like think about it and then just do it.
This moment, but after we have to think about clinical trial and everything. And
5 to 15 years until it's actually in the shelf available for the patient.
Like to get from like the lab to like the hospital, it's like you're talking 15 years.
It's just like an artist that is producing art that might not be appreciated during their lifetime. And it can be.
We've met a different type of artist this week where they are specialising in kind of visual arts and things that become art when you use them, with all these helmets and all these different ways of seeing colours and seeing pictures. And that was fascinating. And so I hope you guys understand that this is art. What Dennis and Anne have been creating is art. It's not a picture on the wall, but it's you experiencing a type of art.